Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Twisted Tales with Joy. In today's episode, I will tell you a very devastating story of a young preacher who set out to share the gospel but was brutally murdered in a popular park called City Park in Ogun State, Nigeria. Please like, share, and subscribe so you don't miss out whenever any of our stories drop. On December 17, 2023, a computer student of OOU University, Oluwatonsin Onadigbe Peculiar, joined a host of other worshippers for a program at Redemption Camp. When the program ended and other attendees returned, the family of Peculiar waited for their son, but he did not come home. The family became very worried. Peculiar's elder brother began to dial his number. He tried reaching out through all his social media handles, but every effort he made proved abortive. His father, Mr. Raymond Onadigbe, went straight to Agoiwoye Police Station, Ogun State, and filed a missing persons report. Throughout this harrowing time, Peculiar's family maintained hope, believing that their son, wherever he is healthy and hearty and would return home soon. Few days relapsed without any development. On 22nd of December 2023, Peculiar's elder brother decided to dial his number again. This time, it rang. He heaved a sigh of relief. This was the first seemingly good news the family had gotten since Peculiar's disappearance. However, the person on the other end of the line was not Peculiar. Rather, it was a man who claimed to have found the phone by the roadside. The caller requested that the family meet them in a nearby community to collect the phone. This new information was met with a lot of skepticism. The place where the caller claimed to have picked the phone was many miles away from where Peculiar went to preach the gospel. The next morning, Mr. Raymond Onadigbe visited the Remo police station and relayed the new information to the police. He believed that this would provide a valuable clue to help them find his beloved son. They assigned some police officers to accompany him to go meet the caller and collect Peculiar's phone. The man, who introduced himself as Sariki Hausa of the community, revealed that two of his boys went to Ijebu-Ijesha in Ago-Iwoye, where they saw a phone lying by the roadside. This raised a little hope. Chances are that Peculiar is not far from where his phone has been picked. The question is Peculiar held somewhere against his will? Where is the young man, and how come his phone is here? Few days relapsed. The possibility of finding Peculiar became increasingly thin. The police need to expedite their search. So, they arrested the boys who supposedly found the phone. More information would likely roll out once these boys are questioned. However, these boys maintained with their story. So, in a bid to verify their claim, the police promptly arrested them and escorted the two boys to the spot where they claimed to have picked Peculiar's phone. On getting there, it didn't take time for police to know that something was very wrong. A heap of debris that appeared like a grave stood beside the tired express. It appeared someone or something had been buried there recently. At that moment, the police intensified their search. They began to ask questions around, and the locals around there explained to the police that a body of a young man, believed to be a victim of a hit-and-run accident, was found crushed in the middle of the road. They further explained that the body had started decomposing after lying by the roadside several days, so they had no option than to bury him. The police felt that this individual might likely be the missing Oluwatonsin Peculiar. On the 25th of December 2023, 9 days after Oluwatonsin disappeared, his family received a call from the police. They quickly rushed down to Ijebu-Ijesha Road as directed by the police. On getting there, the family soon found out that the shallow grave behind the express was hiding their deepest nightmare. The police explained to Peculiar's family that the local government in charge of that community would provide a picture to compare whether whom they are looking for was indeed Peculiar. Now, Peculiar's family pulled out a Peculiar's phone, and then the local government chairman presented a picture. In that picture, he showed a horrific sight, an image of Peculiar lying on the road. His body seemed dismembered and mangled in a very grotesque position. It was as though he was run over by a moving vehicle. Both pictures confirmed one thing. It was indeed Peculiar. It was a difficult pill to swallow. The family came to a horrendous reality that their son had been killed by a hit-and-run vehicle. The father asked that his body be exhumed for proper burial. The circumstances surrounding the young man's death took a very surprising turn when the story broke out on the internet that Peculiar had been killed by a hit-and-run vehicle. Someone reached out to his elder brother and recounted a completely different version of the unfortunate incident. According to the eyewitness, on the 17th of December 2023, he arrived at City Motor Park in Agoiwoye, Ogun State, where he saw Peculiar preaching the gospel. The thugs at the park approached him and told Peculiar to leave the premises. According to them, he was constituting nuisance, but Peculiar refused and continued preaching the gospel. Suddenly, a man whom the police later identified as a former City Park chairman allegedly picked a vulcanizer iron and struck Peculiar on his head, leaving the young man bleeding profusely. Many people within the scene ran away, perhaps to take cover from the ensuing conflict. No one offered to help the distressed young man. Moments later, police arrived. They took the young man away in their van. He was still bleeding, but very much alive. With the timely intervention of the police, it was safe to believe that Peculiar would receive the immediate medical attention he so desperately needed, or even be taken to a good hospital. However, no one heard or saw Peculiar for over a week. This revelation from the eyewitness sparked outrage. To verify his claim, the eyewitness shared a picture of Peculiar bleeding in his body before the police took him away. Now the question is, how did Peculiar end up dead in the middle of the road at Ijebu-Ijesha? Who took Peculiar, and how did the police take Peculiar from the park and not to the hospital? These were the questions that everyone was asking. Although the young man's demise has been confirmed, the police have a lot of questions to answer. The family then demanded a more thorough investigation. Peculiar's father moves the case to the area command. There, the area commander ordered the immediate arrest of officers who have responded to the distress call at the park. At first, the squad denied not knowing anything. They later admitted that they picked up Peculiar from the park, but he had no injuries on him. But the pictures on the police report said otherwise. What happened to Peculiar? Where did the police take him? And how did he end up crushed in the express? The questions kept asking, and people kept asking these questions and begging for answer. Currently, investigation is going on, and the area commander has ordered that the former chairman of the park, who allegedly struck Peculiar, be remanded for further investigation. And the policeman that rescued Peculiar, who was supposed to take him to the hospital, has been taken into custody. I'll keep you guys updated as the investigation unfolds. What happened to Peculiar was a very sad incident that should not have happened, that would have been avoided. And we pray that his soul continue to rest in peace.